बुद्धियुक्तायि फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः जन्मबन्धविनिर्मुक्ताः पदं गच्छन्त्यनामयम्.
Namaste everybody.
Hello sir, namaste.
Namaste. We will start with the Omkara. Shuklambaradaram Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyaye Sarvaviknopashantaye Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada. Om Guru Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Sada Shiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Parambaram Vande Guru Parambaram. Gita Dhyanam. Mukhaṁ karoti vācālam Pankham langhayate girim Yat kripāttamaham vande Paramanandamadhavam Yam brahma varunendra rudra marutaha Stunvandi divyaistavaiः Vedai Sangapadakramopanishadaiः Gayantiyam samagaः Dhyanavasthita tadgatena manasa Pashyantiyam yogino Yasyantam na vidussurasuraganah Devaya tasmai namaha Devaya tasmai namaha. So last class we are seeing the 58 which one we are seeing? The 60th sloka, right? So this is 60th sloka also we have seen. तानि सर्वाणि संयम्य युक्त आसीद मत्परः वशो हि यस्येन्द्रियाणि तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता. So one who is endowed with the discrimination, keeping all the sense organs in one's own hand, sit in contemplation of me. For the one who has all the sense organs under control, the knowledge is well established. That we have to see now. 60, I think 60th up to 60th we have seen. Yadato hyapi kaunteya purushasya vipaschitaha indriyani pramadhini harandi prasabham manaha. Right, no? Nobody is remembering which sloka we have finished last class?
Yes, yes. Yes, sir.
Then why no response? Because the powerful sense of even the person who make effort, who sees clarity, clearly, forcefully take the mind away, O Arjuna. So here again, explanation about Sthita Prajna. He who is a person, he who is able to control his sense organs. Like how we have seen the example also, how in the plastering, when we are doing it at the beginning time, how carefully we have to protect it so that other things should not disturb, attack, or spoil the things. The same way, our mind, our intellect is to be cared, protected from the object of enjoyment. So that knowledge is to be protected. So this is what, otherwise it will be like a riding, taking the whole, what is called a dog for a walk, and we become part of what we can say where the dog wandered accordingly. The same way, when you go for a horse riding, if you want to do a horse riding, and if you are sitting in the horse, first of all, you need a horse, right? And after sitting in the horse, if you don't control the rein, the thread which is tying the horse, so horse will take you wherever it wanted, the horse wanted, right? Or if you want to go in speed according to your speed and according to the place where you wanted, you need to control that horse. The same way, the sense organs are to be under your control, otherwise the sense organs will start controlling you. So the 60 now 61st we will see. One of you can unmute and chant with me. Tani sarvani sanyamya. Padmaji, unmute and
Yes.
Tani sarvani sanyamya.
Tani sarvani संयम्य तानि सर्वाणि संयम्य
Yukta aseta matparaha.
युक्त आसीत मत्परः युक्त आसीत मत्परः
Yasho hi yasyendriyani.
यशो हि यस्येन्द्रियाणि यशो हि यस्येन्द्रियाणि
Sorry, it is Vashohi.
वशो हि
Vashohi yasyendriyani.
वशो हि यस्येन्द्रियाणि वशो हि यस्येन्द्रियाणि
तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता
तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता
तानि सर्वाणि संयम्य युक्त आसीत मत्परः
तानि सर्वाणि संयम्य युक्त आसीत मत्परः
वशो हि यस्येन्द्रियाणि तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता
वशो हि यस्येन्द्रियाणि तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता
तानि सर्वाणि संयम्य युक्त आसीत मत्परः वशो हि यस्येन्द्रियाणि तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता
तानि सर्वाणि संयम्य युक्त आसीत मत्परः वशो हि यस्येन्द्रियाणि तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता.
Yes, please read that meaning out.
Sir, one doubt.
Ji.
Whether it is Vashe or Vasho?
Vasho.
Vashe.
Vashe. Because
Vashe.
it's written in my book also Vashe, here also it's written as Vashe.
It's not Vasho, it is Vashe.
Vashe. Okay. Thank you.
Now how we pronounced it? Vasho. huh?
Vasho.
Okay, okay. It is Vashe. Yeah.
See, you want me to split it? Tani, Sarvani.
Yeah.
Tani, Sarvani, Samyamya, Yuktah, Asit, Matparah. Vasho, Vase, He,
Vashe.
Vashe. He, Yasya, Indrani. Yasyendriyani is split. Yeah. Yasyendriyani is split here. Yasya Indrani. Indriyani. Tasya Prajna Pratistita. Correct, sir?
Yeah.
Meanings. Yuktah, the one who is endowed with discrimination. Tani, those. Sarvani, all. Samyamya, keeping them in one's own hand. Matparaha, committed to me. Asit, made the person sit. Yasya, whose. Vasho, under control. Indri, Vashe. Okay, Vashe, under control. Indriyani, sense organs. He, indeed. Tasya, his. Prajna, knowledge. Pratishtita, well established. May one who is endowed with discrimination, keeping all the sense organ in one's own hand, sit in contemplation of me. For the one who has all the sense organ under control, the knowledge is well established.
So the person who wanted to be well established means the Sthita Prajna, who should control all the sense organs and what? Tani Sarvani Sanyamya. Tani Sarvani Sanyamya. So all the sense organs to be controlled and to be focused on me alone. And he who is having that control over this sense organs, they are well established, or they are Sthita Prajna. So the mind is to be well established on the supreme reality, isn't it? So he who is establishing on that supreme reality, his all dirt goes, his all the unwanted thoughts goes, and he will be able to have a self-control on himself. That's why it is called Matparaha. Means on me, to me alone. Means the Krishna means the supreme reality, the truth. So see in me everything. I am that, though that I, mano buddhyahankara chitani naham. How the Nirvana Shatakam of Shankaracharya says, I am that, and you are not this body. Body-mind complex is not you. You are not this body alone, or the whatever your organs. I am that. I am you. So you keep your sense organs on me. I am that. That attitude is what we required. So established. How established? Firmly established. Strongly established in me with a goal, so that you will be able to reach the highest dimension or highest goal in you. So the difficulties will be there, different hurdles will be there, and everything can be gone, or all the mental affluences or the difficulties or the change of disturbances can be controlled or can be goes away once if you firmly establish on me, and everything goes away. All dirt also goes away. Impurities also can be controlled and it also goes away. So one objective with one vision, if you do that action, so there will be many means the success comes. How Gandhiji with the non-violence attitude, he could achieve the goal with the support of all. Though we don't give credit to others, but it is equally important to give credit to others also. But he was one of the leader. He was firmly, though the freedom movement was before him also, and he was an instrumental to get the credit. And of course, that that attitude of non-violence made him to be popular and firmly established on that. Though there were so many other people, the revolutionaries, they were all tried to drag him into other attitude or the way of their thinking, but he was very firmly established on that aspect. That attitude is what is required many times to be to be successful. So whatever best in you, if you want to bring it out as a common man, if you think in that sense also, whatever talent, whatever goodness is there, or whatever the kushalata is there with us, if you want to bring it to achieve your goal, so what we can say, that inspiration should be there. Your thought itself, you should be an inspiration for you. So thought itself become an inspiration, so that best in you will bubbles up, and best in you will come out. A focused the mind, when you have that tapas in you, when it is there, so the best in you or we also comes out. That we need to understand through this sloka. So what you have to need, or we have to do is whatever be the whether we wanted to live like a bugs or what we can say the mosquitoes, or a proper human being with a vision, with a visionary, with a proper goal, and whatever be the distractions, whatever be the mental turbulences, whatever be the difficulties, how we can overcome? Only by keeping our mind on that goal with a devotion to the divine energy, and everything will be controlled, and you can achieve the goals. Otherwise we fall into animal human beings. So that tasya prajna pratisthita, that firmly established on that divine energy, is what is important. So that's why the Shastras are telling. It doesn't mean that Shastras are never telling that you should control the emotions, everything, nothing. As we told in the last class also, it is the emotions are to be purified. Emotions start to be modified into a positive way to achieve that goal. So the purification of the mind, that is what is required, isn't it? Whatever dust, whatever is unwanted, jnana timira, that has to be removed it and align with the divinity and purify our mind, the thought process, and control the sense organs too. That way it become the path also become easier for us to achieve the goal, isn't it? So we are not supposed to damage the sense organs. That is also very important. Many times sense organs are the culprit. So let me, by removing or damaging any organs and all, we are not an ideal person, right? So that way also we cannot, by closing also we cannot achieve that, So make the sense organs as your slave. Before the sense organs, make you a slave. Like how wild elephant and all become friendly with the human beings with the support of the other element, the other elephant only who is friendly with us. With his support, the elephants they make it pet, or what you can say, friendly with the human beings and make use of our work, isn't it? The same way the sense organs are, indriyas are to be controlled and make use of for our attitude. Many times in yoga also, pratyahara, dharana and all, focus the mind and then defocus the mind. Wherever we want, we should be able to take the mind into, so that become a discipline, that yuktaha, so tani sarvani samyamya yukta asita matparaha. So that is the discipline, it is called yuktaha, the word also used. So we have to make that the mind as the servant before it becomes your enemy. Okay, that's why Swami Paramarthananji also says that contemplating on means Ishvara Dhyanam is difficult than the Vishaya Dhyanam. It is very easy to have a Vishaya Dhyanam. Vishaya Dhyanam means what? Many times when meditation sessions, what we all are doing is same only, isn't it? Vishaya Dhyanam instead of Paramatma Dhyanam or Sanjeevani Dhyanam, that and all secondary. The meditation or Dhyanam which we do is what? On Vishayas, different object of enjoyment. Mind will go, because Vishaya Dhyana means what? Now many of you are doing it, the same. Means sitting here looking, and many are switched off also. The video also switched off, because Vishayas are there. So many Vishayas have to be engaged. Only I need to give the attendance. So the presence will be there. So the Vishayas are going on. And some of you are looking at us and mentally doing a lot of Vishayas. Because for that, no need of Padmasana, no need of Vajrasana, no need of Nadi Shuddhi, Brahmari and all, not necessary. So, daydreaming, isn't it? So, looking at the class or the teacher, but Vishayas will come one after another. We say, 60,000 thoughts are coming frequently one after another. So that way, Vishaya Dhyanam. That's why one of the great Acharya Paramarthananji says, Vishaya Dhyanam is very, what you can say, easier. And the difficult aspect is Paramatma, or the what is called the Ishvara Dhyanam. Paramatma Dhyanam or Ishvara Dhyanam is a difficult task. So anytime we do it and we are engaged into that, isn't it? So now we have to engage our mind into Paramatma or the Ishvara. That is what that person is a great personality. So his all the, what you can say, the malinyas, all the impurities goes away, and we will not have that Vrishaya Trishna, or that attachment toward the Vishayas different. So for that, no need to damage any of the sense organs, only Atma Niyantrana, mental, the purity and control is what is only required. Okay. So now in the next slokas, we'll see the what are the dangers comes to a person, he who don't have that sense control. If you don't have that sense of control, what are the damages can come in the path? That is very beautiful sloka that you will see. Dhyayado vishayan pumsah sangasteshu upajayate. Who will chant?
I will, sir.
Yeah. Dhyayato vishayan pumsah.
Dhyayate vishayanupumsah.
Dhyayato vishayan pumsah.
Dhyayato vishayan pumsah.
Sangasteshu upajayat. Chant once again. You chant.
Dhyayate vishayan pumsah.
Dhyayato. Okay.
Dhyayato.
Sangasteshu upajayate.
Sangaste pusho jayate.
Sangasteshu upajayate. Sangasteshu upajayate.
Sangasteshu pajayate. Sangasteshu pajayate.
Sanga sanjayate kamaha.
Sanjyat sangyate kamaha.
Sanjayate.
Sangyat sanjayate kamaha.
Sangha means the joining or milan. Sangha sanjayate kamaha.
Sangat sanjayate kamaha. Sangyat sanjayate kamaha.
Kamat krodho bhijayate.
Kamat krodho bhijayate. Kamat krodho bhijayate.
Krodho bhijayate.
Krodho bhijayate.
Krodhat bhavati sammohaha.
Krodhat bhavati sammohaha. Krodhat bhavati sammohaha.
Sammoha smriti vibhramaha.
Sammohat samruti vibhramaha.
Sammohat smriti vibhramaha. Sammoha smriti vibhramaha.
Sammohat samruti vibhramaha. Sammohat samruti vibhramaha.
Sammoha smriti vibhramaha.
Sammohat smriti vibhramaha. Sammohat smriti vibhramaha.
Smriti bhramshat buddhinashaha.
Smriti bhramshat buddhinashaha.
Once again.
Smriti bhramshat buddhinashanaha.
Here both the ways we can chant. Smriti bhramshat buddhinasho also we can chant. Preferably Smriti bhramshat buddhinashaha.
Smriti bhramshat buddhinashaha.
Buddhinashat pranashyate.
Buddhinashat pranashyati.
बुद्धिनाशात् प्रणश्यति.
Good. ध्यायतो विषयान् पुंसः संगस्तेषोपजायते.
ध्यायतो विषयान् पुंसः संगस्तेषुपजायते.
One is enough. Sanga sanjayate kamaha kamat krodho bhijayate.
संघात् संजायते कामः कामात् क्रोधोऽभिजायते.
क्रोधात् भवति सम्मोहः सम्मोहात् स्मृति विभ्रमः.
क्रोधात् भवति सम्मोहः सम्मोहात् स्मृतिविभ्रमः.
स्मृतिभ्रंशात् बुद्धिनाशः बुद्धिनाशात् प्रणश्यते.
स्मृतिभ्रंशात् बुद्धिनाशनः बुद्धिनाशात् प्रणश्यति.
बुद्धिनाशकः बुद्धिनाशकः और बुद्धिनाशो both are okay. ध्यायतो विषयान् पुंसः संगस्तेषोपजायते. संगात् संजायते कामः कामात् क्रोधोऽभिजायते. क्रोधात् भवति सम्मोहः सम्मोहात् स्मृतिविभ्रमः. स्मृतिभ्रंशात् बुद्धिनाशः बुद्धिनाशात् प्रणश्यते.
ध्यायातो विषयान् पुंसः संगस्तेषुपजायते. संघात् संजायते कामः कामात् क्रोधोऽभिजायते. क्रोधोद्भवति
क्रोधात् भवति सम्मोहः
क्रोधात् भवति सम्मोहः सम्मोहात् स्मृतिविभ्रमः. स्मृतिभ्रंशात् बुद्धिनाशनः स्मृतिभ्रंशा बुद्धिनाशः बुद्धिनाशात् प्रणश्यति.
Yeah, good. You're able to see the meaning and all?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Vishayan objects dhyayat for the one who dwells upon. Pumsah for the person. Sangha attachment. Tepu with reference to them. Teshu with reference to them. Vyava, it's not very clear. Upajayate is born. Sanghat from attachment. Sanghayate from anger. Bhavati comes. Samyoha delusion. Samyohat from delusion.
Samohat.
From delusion. Smriti Vishayah.
Smriti Vibhrama.
Smriti Vibhrama. Loss of memory. Smriti Bhrasha. Bhramshat, from loss of memory.
Buddhinashaha.
Buddhinashaha, ruin of the mind. Buddhinashat, from ruin of the mind. Pranashyati, one is destroyed.
Abhijayate. It is abhijayate, not abhijayate is box. Yeah, read. In the
person who dwells upon objects, an attachment is born with reference to them. From attachment is born desire, and from desire, anger is born. From anger comes delusion, and from delusion comes the loss of memory. Because of the loss of memory, the mind becomes incapsulated. And when the mind is incapsulated, the person is destroyed.
So it is very, very beautiful line, beautiful sloka. Every time I also repeat many times this Krodhat Bhavati Sammoha. So, those who are interested in this Gita, they repeat this line many times. And one of the beautiful line. So how a person can damage himself, how perish, how downfall happens, what are the steps. In Ashtanga Yoga, we have seen 8 steps of method to grow yourself. Yama Niyama Asana Pranayam Pratyahara Dharana Dhyana Samadhi. So here there are 8 steps for perishing, for downfall, for the destruction of a jnani, yogi, or a what you can say, jitnyasu, or common man, everybody. How he perishes, how he destroy himself. So what are the steps which is involved into it? That steps we will see. So first itself is what? Dhyayato Vishayan Pumsaha. Vishaya. Vishaya is the first enemy. What is Vishaya? Thoughts. So disciplining the thoughts. So that is what is we have seen Damaha. So in that disciplining the thought is what we have to see. Earlier we have seen, instead of removing the eyes or the closing the ears or closing the eyes, better to what? Discipline the thoughts. So in the physical, how we can restrain, how we can control. That is what we have to see. And what is the root cause of all the problems? What is the root cause of all the problem? And that problem is nothing but nasha, pranashyati. The nasha of a person can how we can happen. The adappadana we call downfall or perishes or a destruction. How we can start. So it starts with the thoughts, and the growth also happens with the thoughts only. That's why APJ Abdul Kalam says, dream, convert into action, right? So here the dream is nothing but what he defined. APJ Abdul Kalam defined a dream. What is dream? Dream is not what we see while sleeping. Dream is the thing which we should not make you to sleep, isn't it? That is what is dream, he told. So dream should not make you to sleep. That is what is the dream here. And here the dream, that what will make you to destroy, that will make you to perish with the wrong thinking. Dhyayado Vishayan Pumsaha. So what are the steps we can see? You can note down also. First aspect is the thoughts. Second one is Sangha, the attachment. Then desire. The third one is desire, kama. Kama, krodho bhi jayate. Next, fourth one is anger, krodha. Then fifth one is krodhat bhavati sammoha. Sammoha means delusion. Fifth one. Krodhat bhavati sammoha. Sammoha smriti vibhramaha. The sixth one is loss of memory. Smriti vibhramaha. Smriti Brahmsha, Buddhi Nasha. Buddhi Nasha means non discrimination. Or other aspect is loss of intellect. Through intellect only we discriminate. Right. So loss of intellect, Buddhi Nasha, or loss of wisdom. And Buddhi Nashat. The eighth one is the perish, the loss, vinasha. So that is the last aspect. In Yama Niyama, last one is samadhi. Here the last aspect is perishes. Okay. Buddhi nasha pranashyati. Pranashyati means sarvanasha. So
one more time. Thought, attachment, kama, krodha.
No. Thought, attachment, desire. Desire is kama. Sangha. Sangha is attachment. The kama is desire. Then krodha. Thought, attachment, desire, anger, delusion, loss of memory, loss of wisdom, or no discrimination. The last is perishes. Eighth one. So many a times, as I told earlier also, thought can be a blessing and thoughts can be a curse also. Shapa also it become. So right way of thoughts will make you for self-knowledge, and wrong way of thoughts will drag you to the destruction. Current has gone. So, what way a man think, what way a man feels for everything, that his destiny decides how he should be, and accordingly the thought process also get formed. How a person has to become, whatever be his destiny, accordingly he start thinking. But this is in your moment at present what you think. It is not what you forget about what you thought and forget about what you will be. Now you think what way you are thinking, accordingly your future decides. And the examples if you see in our society also, है ना, वो किसी के बारे में कोई ज्यादा सोचते, कोई लड़की के बारे में या लड़का के बारे में सोच के बैठेंगे तो क्या होता है कि वो सर्वनाश हो जाते हैं बाद में, है ना। बहुत सारे उदाहरण हमारे सामने दिखते हैं. We can see many a times. Not only that, if you about a property or on gold, kama, kanchana, kamini, all this make for the destruction. Vishayi. So the starting with the vishayas or the sense organs or any of the aspect, whether it is any of the property or the car or any woman or a neighbor, that also is there many times. बाहर का क्या बोलते हैं, neighbor का लड़की अच्छा है, others wife is beautiful than our wife. That all happens in our day-to-day life. It is not something beyond it. This all happens. So the thoughts connect with the object of desire. Dhyayatho vishayan pumsaha sangasteshu upajayate. So that thought become thicker and thicker, like the waterfalls from the mountain. and the waterfalls join together become what we can say it calls a brook, isn't it, or a small streams, and this brook become brooked, or it joins and become bigger and bigger streams and become the great or bigger rivers, or the rivers join together become the great, means what you can say the water flood, or what you can say it joins in the river, the sea. So it becomes the capacity increases. So from smaller thoughts it starts. The same way the thoughts, unless if you don't control the thoughts, then and there itself, which is not necessary. There are thoughts which will grow. There we have to nourish us. The thoughts which will damage, thought which will dangerous, thought which will perish you, destroy you, then and there itself it is a must for us to stop there itself, isn't it? So don't allow it to become a big river. So irresistible power it become later on. We cannot control in the later stage. So where we have to control in the thought process itself, we have to control before it become irresistible, uncontrollable, uncontrollable thing, before it becomes the way the thought we have to control it. So if we can control the thoughts, there we will be successful. It can be. So there, whenever this full stop is required, when this wrong thought process starts, that we have to, before it become multiplies, there we have to stop it. So, and when this thought process continues, and if you are not getting, or what you can say, if that thought process are very much disappointing, then that thought process itself will reflect as what, because of that thought process alone will only make you sangha, means that attachment. That attachment will make you what? Intense desire to achieve that. Once we are not able to achieve that, that will reflect as what? The krodhat. Sangha sanjayate kama, kamat krodho vijayate. Isn't it? So in the thought process, all these things will come. That will reflect as extreme anger. Krodhat bhavati sammohaha. Isn't it? That like banyan trees seed and all, or the pebble trees, the seeds and all will fall on the walls and all. That will become a big tree, and it can damage the wall itself. Isn't it? The same way, this thought process will convert into the attachment, and attachment will convert into anger, an extreme anger, not the normal anger. It become what you can say, we will forget your husband, your wife, or your parents, everything we will forget for some time when the anger comes. That's why anger is mad. Anger is mad only. Okay? Whether you agree or not. When the anger become uncontrollable, that's why we call, no, I am mad at you. I am mad at you means what? The other name for anger is nothing but mad only. So temporary madness is called anger. Whether you agree or not. You agree, no? Temporary
Yes, totally agree.
Yes, we can hear. So temporary madness, where we forget our relations. Once that anger comes, we forget everything, our relations, our temptations, our wisdom, our Bhagavad Gita. चले जाओ सब कुछ. भगवद गीता भी जाएगा, सारे भगवान भी भाग जाएगा. ब्रदर सिस्टर सब कुछ, बेटा माँ पिताजी सब चला जाएगा, और रिलेशन सब कुछ सत्यानाश हो जाएगा. So once that anger comes, uncontrollable anger, unperishable anger, and it perishes. So that madness, it is nothing but a temporary madness. We all come across. Nobody is beyond it. Everybody experienced it. We all come into that state. So when we don't act without the discriminative power, then what will happen? Smriti vibhramaha. Then our smriti, all memory also will go. Where I kept, where I have done, what I have told, what uttered, what I have seen, everything will lose. Isn't it? It is like a big virus, it calls virus. It will damage everything, damage our physical system also. So, and we become what? We will act like an animals by forgetting all the relations, values, our culture, our, everything, our dharma, our caste, everything we will forget. So that once that intellect is not there to judge or to guide, once that comes, that anger comes, the intellect also will not be there to guide you. Because that what will happen? Buddhi nashaha. So that what is called smriti bhramshat. Smriti bhramshat, buddhi nasha. So buddhi also, because of the loss of memory, the wisdom also goes. The buddhi also goes away, and he don't know what to do and what not to do. The discriminative power also will not be there. The memory will not be there. The wisdom will not be guiding him. So wisdom is nothing but whatever knowledge we got it, total knowledge of what we are, and the memory, what I have read, what I understood, what I have gained throughout these years, throughout the life, whatever I am experienced it. Through that, whatever I come across, whatever I gained, my discriminative power, that is what is the memory. What is there in that condensed form is what? The wisdom, isn't it? So that also goes when we are, what you can say, through the anger when it comes. So total wisdom has gone. So the intellect cannot judge properly. Intellect cannot be able to guide you. So the buddhi nasha also happens. So man minus intellect is worse than animals. Man minus intellect, man minus wisdom is equal to animals. So we behave like animals. And pranashyati, buddhinasha pranashyati, totally destroys. So these ladders, these 8 steps, we have to keep in our mind. Always we should remember this sloka. Dhyayato vishayan pumsaha sangasteshu bajayade sanga sanjayade kamaha kamat krodho bijayade krodhat bhavati sammoha sammoha smriti vibhramaha smriti bhramshat buddhinashat pranashyati. After seeing all of us, only Krishna has told, and Vyasa has written this. He predicted, yes, in this Kali Yuga, the people will be like this. And he wrote, after seeing every one of us, nobody is about, some are okay, some are very calm, quiet, but not everybody, isn't it? So it is come across with all these characteristics. So Kali Yuga, how our Kali is going to behave, will be behaving. That is what Krishna very beautifully explained here.
Some are quite outside, but inside it's too wet.
That is more dangerous. That is more dangerous. Extravagant means we have to express. The anger comes unless if you don't express. With the what is can say, with a discriminative power. It doesn't mean that anger comes. It is all angers are not supposed to be expressed also, but every emotions are suppressing that create a lot of health issues. But by the time the anger comes, then you cannot, we call pidichal kitilla, we cannot control it there. Till when it reaches there, it will be difficult. There, if you suppress, that also will be a big issue, isn't it? So let us catch hold of that enemy when in the thought process itself. But too much of suppressing and damaging our system is also not good. And later on it becomes a big dam. How Money removed the dam and destroyed the whole. Little by little it was okay, but all of a sudden removed, and 2-3 districts become flooded. That also very dangerous. It becomes the destruction become unimaginable, isn't it? Anything you want to tell on this? Your experiences?
Sir, I have one person who is in the 5th stage, delusion. I don't know how to get them back in the normal. So the thoughts are gone negative, attachment is too much, desires are high, anger is high. Now the stage is delusion. Don't know how to take them back.
Only attaching with the divine energy, the bhakti, the knowledge, the jnana, surrendering to the divine energy, that only can bring back such people, even if it is crossed to some extent. That is my personal opinion. So in such conditions, the converting to jnana yoga, finding a proper person who can advise in that way, who can give that proper guidance. And that is not a permanent state. It is not, it is ruled out. It can be brought out back into the normal. So first of all, we should have faith. We can. And we work it out, how we can bring back. Find a proper person who can guide properly, counsel properly through the jnana. He who is able to control, whom he is able to listen. Through that proper medium, it has to be brought back. That is what I feel. Any other opinion, others also can express. Shilpaji and all his seniors, they all can guide.
I too agree with this because connecting with the divine can create positive energy. So that could change some negativity in the person. It's my opinion also.
This is what our
even
scriptures.
even I agree to that. But sometimes it's in their karma. Whatever is going to happen to them, they'll have to go through it.
So don't blame on karma. Believe in the present action. So if you blame on karma or destiny, that is what is happened already. If somebody already perished, there you tell karma. Once it is over. But here the case is not over. It is in our hand. Still the time is there to come out. If something has happened, that you blame on karma or it is what destiny. Let it be. But now the present circumstances, live in the present and act accordingly. When try your utmost care, try your best, total attention. If a person whom you can do through love, do that. And intense the desire. With that intention, we can bring back. If that thought process is not there in the opposite person, but you can have that feeling, yes, I have to, I will. Intense desire is there on you. Yes, I have to make him to bring back. I will make him to take him back to the normal state. I also commit mistake. I also do the mistake, isn't it? So nobody is beyond mistakes. We all do it. Nobody is beyond the law of Kali Yuga. So there is a lot of scope. We should not rule out. And if that particular situation is in this, that changes, that the chakra changes. And nobody, if it is like a sattvic, rajasic, tamasic, nobody is always sattvic, and nobody is always rajasic, and nobody is always what is called tamasic also, rajasic also, sattvic also. Even some people, morning I was discussing with somebody. Morning I am very, what is called sattvic, I am very rajasic. Generally, all ladies are like that, no? Morning they are all rajasic, activating this what is called this work, that work, cleaning, this, that. Afternoon become tamasic, and evening become more sattvic. That happens, that all the states happens for everybody, right? And some people are rajasic in some particular period of time. There are some graha, some particular, this also depends. And that changes, attitude changes, atmosphere changes, season changes. Accordingly, there will be transformation. And that time you should not be vice versa. Change the attitude, I think. Isn't it?
Yes, you're right, sir.
So you think it over, and if any good thoughts comes on this, let us discuss on next day. Okay, Friday. We'll conclude it. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Tassat. Sri Krishnarpanamastu. Harihi Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Shubhratri. See you on Friday.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Bye bye.